4:45. My cat died. I mean, those may seem unrelated. So now I'm doing this. Is it dark in here? My watch died. So the story of the watch. No, let's begin with the story of the cat, sorry. The story of the cat. My cat died at 4:45. How do I know it was 4:45? I had an appointment and I looked at the wall and there was a clock on it. My ex was there with me. The vet was really nice, rather handsome. The office was unremarkable. My ex and I had agreed to just split the distribution of ashes. I even bought in advance this heavy, ugly urn that was sort of blue color. It wasn't hard in that moment to remember why we had split up. The vet took our cat into the other room, this rescue cat that had clawed and survived for 16 years. That was her time. I looked at the wall, 4:45. People, when I encounter them these days, mostly on Zoom calls, like to say, "What is time?" Like, we're all suffering, or I don't know. I don't actually know what they're suggesting, that the days have become meaningless. Anyway, when the last such person to utter "what is time," and this isn't a group Zoom, so I did this in front of people. I pulled it up on Wikipedia and said, "Time is the indefinite continued progress of existence and events that occur in an apparently irreversible succession from the past through the present and into the future." And like everyone stopped chattering. And I wasn't sure if I was in an unstable internet moment, because I find that I'm often in an unstable internet moment. So I kept on, skipping ahead to time in physics is operationally defined as what a clock reads. And then the host was like, "You're unmuted. What a clock reads." So, the story of the watch. Acquired on Long Island several years ago on my birthday. I had encountered the watch on a previous visit some 6 months prior, but I had not purchased it because... But it struck me in a way that only objects can. So I decided on my birthday to go and see if the watch was there, still waiting in the shop. Then I would hike the winter beach to Montauk, 13 miles over sand, wearing the new watch, and then take the 3-hour Long Island Railroad home, which is exactly what I did. And I was rather happy with the watch. At some point during the early months of the pandemic, my apartment conspicuously empty, lack of cat and ex both, I plucked the watch from the shelf, dusty, long unworn. I only wear a watch when I leave the house, and noticed that it had stopped at 4:45. Exactly. First cat, now watch. But that's not the whole story. 2 days ago, I decided, on a whim, I guess, that it was time to start the watch back up. So there's a watch engine repair a few blocks from my house. I hadn't been outside in weeks. I was subsumed with elation. But when I arrived at the shop, I found it shuttered, a sign on the window, "Gone for good." So, I'm deflating. But as I turned back to cross the street, I encountered a cat. Strange cat, unknown to me, just playing by the curb in a rolled up piece of carpet. And he came right up to me and purred. Picked him up, contact. A tall woman walked by and said rather rudely, "That's the restaurant's cat." So I went around the corner, one of those C-rated places, said goodbye, and went home without battery nor cat. So that was 2 days ago. This morning, Super knocked on my door, asking if one of my cats had gotten loose. "I don't have any cats," I said, still waking up. But this cat had somehow, I don't know how, gotten past our double security doors, which are incredibly heavy, found my door on the fourth floor. He was just sitting there, purring at his accomplishment. So I let him in. But I didn't have the appropriate food, so I had to go to the bodega across the street. And right behind the counter was the exact battery that I needed for my watch. So I got that too. Here's the cat. Here's the watch. I haven't started it back up yet. This is just a document of a sequence of events leading up to a moment in time. I thought I should capture it and one day maybe share it. The moment the sun hits the southeast corner of the building across from me and casts long shadows down the hallway, I will know it is 4:45 exactly. So just about now.